their band when they performed Limelight, Oddities. So yeah, I was on that show a whole bunch of times, and she said, "Oh, Denny, we're selling the shop," and I said, "Oh, I gotta go there and pick up everything in the shop." And then I've been eyeing that dunce cap forever, and I said, "I want the dunce cap. Are you willing to part with that?" And she goes, "Yeah, it's in the shop." And I said, "Okay, anything you want?" And I got the dunce cap, but it's so frail that you could like breathe on it, it'll turn to dust or something. So I'm so early 1900s.
They would actually make a kid in the corner wear that.
That's a real dunce cap. And she's like, "Denny, it's perfect for you. You teach kids." But it's so fragile that if you touch it, it'll disintegrate. And I'm the biggest kid. I would totally like it. There's no way it would survive. So I had to put it up there where I can't reach it. You know, not you guys, you know, or me, I'd be the worst. I'd totally reach it every day. I'm trying to find a way to protect it. Yeah. You know, get some sort of plastic around it so that so it won't disintegrate. So then I can touch it because I'm dying to touch it. Everyone loves that dunce cap. Like I said, you're supporting the museum. You get to open up the new acquisitions. You become a curator at the end of the show. But the first thing I have to do is give you some since you're from California and you know these California divas, you know, you got to watch out for them. So, you know, although you're from San Francisco.
I'm from Chicago.
You're from, oh, I'm sorry. Why did I think California? I don't know how I got stuck with that. I don't know what that is.
It's in the West. It's in the West. Yeah, West
you know, New Yorkers.
Right, everything.
Remind me to send you the map of America as per a New Yorker. It's hysterical.
Yeah, the New Yorker cover, that one? Or
I don't know if it was on the cover of New Yorker, but it's the funniest map. One of my favorite ones is it shows California and it shows LA and it shows San Francisco and there's an arrow pointing to some words that say probably 1 hour away from each other because every New Yorker thinks they're right next to each other, including me. When I called my cousin, I said, "I'm going to be in LA. We can go to San Francisco." He goes, "That's far." I said, "What is it, like an hour or two?" He goes,
6 hours.
"No, Denny, it's across the whole state." And I'm like, "Really?" And then they have like Nebraska 4 times because no New Yorker knows where Nebraska is. So it's like, this one is definitely Nebraska. No, Nebraska's here. No, it's over there because it's long. That's really funny. But my favorite line was Utah. There's a spot where it says the weird spot that's cut out because of Utah's shape. This is just some blank zone. Nobody knows what it is. Anyway, so I have to teach you how to use scissors. This is my Hollywood direction because people see a box and see scissors and they do this. And I go, "What are you doing?" And they go, "Opening a box." And I'm like, "Not like that, you're not. You want to use the scissors like a box cutter, and you want to cut from the back because I need the labels for cataloging later. Because when you leave, I'm going to catalog all these. But you want to cut from the back and use it like a box cutter. And of course, speaking of labels, you don't want to read the label. "Hi, this came from Bob Smith of 1313 Mockingbird Lane," because Bob Smith may not want his whole world all over the world. And 1313 Mockingbird Lane is the address of.
I don't know.
The Munsters.
Oh.
I thought it was the Addams Family, but it's actually the Munsters. The Addams Family is 13 Cemetery Lane.
Sure.
And for a whole year, I was confusing it. So they sent me nasty emails because the mail was getting mixed up. And if you believe that, I got a bridge to sell you in Brooklyn. So the next thing I have to add is, oh yes, for the Hollywood divas, which are not you because you're from Chicago, do you guys need hair and makeup or the Kraft food truck? Because the Hollywood truck shows up at 4 o'clock tomorrow. It's Sunday, so you'd have to wait here till tomorrow. Are you okay with your hair and your makeup? And you don't need cookies from the Kraft food truck? I could use some cookies. All right, so are you guys ready?
Yes.
Excellent. So away we go. Oh, and I do this like a 42nd Street shell game, which I'm born and raised in. Remember, a guy showed up with 3 shells. He would put a quarter under one of the shells and he would mix up the shells and you'd have to guess which one had the quarter and you'd win something. The only difference here is I don't have 3 shells. There isn't a quarter under any of my boxes and you win nothing. So ethically, it's exactly like a New York shell game. But there is one similarity. I am going to mix up the packages. So here is me mixing up the packages. Are you guys confused? Yes, good. Otherwise, I would have to do this all day long. Okay, so there are the packages all mixed up. You guys get to pick ones. Go ahead, each one of you pick one. Wherever your heart goes. Excellent. And there is your scalpels.
Thank you.
And we'll do this one together. Just whatever you do, don't cut it. Oh, no, you want to cut that. You can tell I've done this before.
It's a film canister.
Oh, wow. Let's see which film it is, because we might play it tonight. We have the speakeasy tonight. Oh my God, we are playing this tonight. It's a medical one. The Human Machine.
Ooh.
This is the one I was waiting for tonight. This one is hysterical. The
Oh,
Human
wow.
Machine. So it's a 16mm film about like health, but they're comparing the human body, and it's actually done by like this like this like religious Christian organization. So it's got like this God side to it, but they don't mention it until the very end. But what I love about it is it just juxtaposed the human body with like items from the time. So like a telephone, or a television or a radio. And it's really cute and funny how they're like comparing the human body to products. So I'm very excited to see this one. And like I said, I'm going to play that tonight. So we're going to debut it.
That's awesome.
So what you got there?
Let's see. Okay.
Oh, wow.
It's like another roll of film.
Really? Wow. Boxes, and they're all rolls of film. Who would have guessed?
Yeah.
I was expecting this to happen to this film. How do you break a film? Why does it require bubble wrap to that space? Okay, there you go.
Let's see. How to play baseball.
Ah, you're kidding. This is with Goofy.
Really?
Yeah, it's a spoof film by Goofy on how to play baseball. And I'm trying to get, he did a whole bunch of these, like golf and baseball and everything. That's really cool. Wow. So when we do our like sports one and all that, we'll play this.
Wow.
I could see him being a baseball star.
Yeah. I'm very athletic.
Are you? Excellent.
No.
No, neither am I. When I went to Oxford, everyone thought that I was like, only for a summer. Everyone thought like, oh, it's a New Yorker. He must know baseball. I knew nothing about baseball. So when I heard you're supposed to heckle someone going batter, 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 and the guy looks at me from England and goes, Denny, you're supposed to heckle the other team's batter, not your own. I was like, oops. I just know that you get to have fun and heckle. Okay, so let's do this one together. I guess that's the item, so take that out and figure out what's inside there.
Oh, it's easy.
Okay. Oh, you got it open? Excellent. Great.
That's some special catalog.
Oh, I know what that is. Oh, careful, that's gonna destroy it when I do this. There we go.
Oh.
And
Happy birthday, David.
it's
There's a record inside this envelope.
Yes, that is a birthday record by Captain Zoom. We have the world's largest collection of birthday records. We have almost 400 records.
Wow.
So Captain Zoom was around from like 80s, 70s, and he did personalized records that you could buy. And this one is the David one. Do you know any Davids?
We know. We know a couple Davids.
Yeah.
David.
Really?
Nick, can't think of any.
You can. Okay, so you can sing Happy Birthday. And I do have a Henry.
Really?
Yeah, I actually have a Henry. I'm not sure if I have Eli, but I definitely have a Henry. Oh, yes, and I'm here with Henry.
Hello.
I'm Denny, by the way. But that's really cool. Now I have 401.
Wow. Nice.
Cool.
Amazing.
So when I play this one, or if you know someone, then we'll do it virtually and and we'll sing Happy Birthday. And I use a Fisher-Price record player for the
Really?
birthday shows from 1965.
So fun.
Yes, that's right. And I actually know the inventor's wife. He's passed away, but the inventor of the Fisher-Price record player, his wife's a friend of mine.
Wow.
So, and that's my show. Ta-da!
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And we'll say bye to the world.
Bye, world.